PPHC. So I have been called to a 24-year-old male who was outside exercising on a hot day dressed as you can see. So, Sam, how long has your nose been bleeding?
Probably about half an hour.
Half an hour?
Grabbed my nose pretty quickly and I haven't moved my hands from putting pressure on it.
Okay, cool.
The why it sounded a bit funny.
Yeah, cool. So Sam, can I please have a look at that?
Sure.
There is still blood coming from his nose. Okay, so Sam, I want you to hold your nose here, okay? Just
Yeah.
across the bridge there. And, yep, and the patient is leaning forwards a bit, so to ensure that the blood goes on the towel. Okay, so Sam, I want you to hold that and keep holding that. Do not let go. If it's still bleeding after 15 minutes, what's going to happen is I'm going to be giving you some adrenaline, and it's going to go in your nose, which will make the veins constrict and will stop the bleeding, alright? Okay, so I'll just ask you a few more questions. Okay, cool. So you were outside when this happened, yes? Cool. And you were exercising in the sun? Okay, and you have a history of nosebleeds. So this has happened before, yes? Does this feel like previous times?
Yeah, I get nosebleeds all the time.
Okay,
It's
right.
normal for me.
Okay, cool. So, right. 15 minutes later. So Sam, is that still bleeding?
Don't know.
Okay. Can we, yeah. Okay, I'm still seeing blood there, so okay, so you can just put your hand back there. So I'm now going to do the drawing up of my drug in order to administer it intranasally. So in order to have a 1 in 10,000 solution, I need to draw up 9 mils sodium chloride and then draw up 1 mil of adrenaline, which will dilute it to that percentage. Cool. I have a sharps container by my left foot, so I'm not concerned about that. Cool, sharps out. And cool, got the cap on there. And cool, 9 mils. And adrenaline, it expires June 2016. Offsider, can you please check this for me?
I'm happy to give that to my patient.
Cool. So this is adrenaline injection, 1 mg and 1 mil. Exactly what I want. So, crack. Cool. All the adrenaline's in there. And I will now transfer to my smaller syringe, which will then attach to the mucosal atomizing device. As this patient is only bleeding from the one nostril, I will only need 2 mils of this solution. Right, and attach this to the mucosal atomizing device. And ready for administration. So I have drawn up the adrenaline 1 in 10,000 solution in here, so I'm going to be administering 2 mils in the nostril that's still bleeding, so if I can have a look. Alright, yep, cool, I'm just backing for now. So Sam, what's going to happen is that this foam bit is going to go up your nostril that's still bleeding, and I'm going to ask you to take a big inhale, and while you're doing that, I'm going to push the fluid in, alright? So it's going to go up there, okay? So let's just do that now, just like, okay? And big inhale in, push, there we go, cool. So, and back to holding it, yeah, cool. So what's going to happen now, Sam, is I'm going to be doing my paperwork, and and if that still hasn't stopped after 15 minutes, I am going to be transporting you. But I think it probably will have stopped, alright? So, and I recommend that you take off your hat and your jacket, and if you're still feeling a bit hot after that, that we put like a cold flannel or something on the back of your neck, because this nosebleed was caused by your being overheated, alright? Cool. Or checklist, which I have in the back here. If after 15 minutes he still isn't bleeding, he's not. Patient's been fully assessed, including a set of vital signs and appropriate investigations. My offsider has done a set of full vitals. They did not make note of any abnormal vitals. Serious illness or injury has been reasonably excluded. The blood flow has stopped with the administration of adrenaline. There are no red flags relevant to this condition. Sam, can you please stand up and walk around? Cool. Patient is mobilized without difficulty. Is there anyone living here who I can...
No, just me. I'm by myself.
Just you. Okay, so what's going to happen, Sam, is that once I've done my paperwork, I'm going to give you a referral form. It will have my recommendations on it, and it will give you a link to all the paperwork I've done.
Alright.
So Sam, I recommend if this nosebleed does happen again, after you've taken all these measures to make sure it doesn't happen, that you do go to your GP tomorrow to have this reassessed, either way.
Yeah.
But if it does get worse, I think you should call an ambulance if you feel the need, or go to an A&M clinic, alright?
Sure.